Hello and welcome. Today I'm very excited about these products I'm going to try today. There is few I'm actually a bit scared. They look quite strange. But here we go. There's products from two brands today, from Clarins and then IsaDora. I know Clarins probably is familiar to most of you, but IsaDora is probably something that not everybody has heard about. It is a Swedish brand, so coming from the neighbor country. They tend to use ingredients that are not harsh, and they are not very aggressive or prone to cause any eczema or allergies or something like that. So I've been testing some of their products, and every time I get excited about how great they are. There is amazing ones. So now that I got this PR package including new ones from Clarins and IsaDora, I was really sure I want to do this testing video because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. But that's enough about this beginning. Let's start with the makeup. I'm so excited. I'll prime my face using Clarins product. These are not new ones. You've seen me using these before. I'm sorry about this flu situation. It's still going on. It's been a week now, but mainly my voice is now giving me some troubles, so it might be not so good as usually, but at least you can hear me. That's enough. Also, my hands are quite trembly today. It is what it is, just ignore it. There is medication, but these kind of videos are not something I want to use medication for. I can handle this trembling, so I hope you can too. The first one I'm really excited is a new foundation from Clarins. Now they got this new one, Everlasting Youth Fluid, Teint Lumière Effermete, something like that. SPF 15 Illuminating and Firming Foundation. I did swatch this, and this probably is a tiny bit too dark for me, but we'll see. It seemed to kind of set to my skin tone surprisingly well, so I'm not sure what. I just swatched it to my hand. Consistency is not very liquidy, it stays there, so, but on my hand swatch it did feel quite thin actually, so it will be interesting to see what it is like on skin. So as usual, I'm using my Smashbox brush to foundation. It does look too dark still, but we'll see if that transforming miracle happens. It was strange when I swatched it in my hand. I first thought that this is way too dark for me, and then maybe after 5 minutes I looked again, and then it kind of disappeared to my skin. It did look a bit tiny more tanned, but it didn't look like I have too dark foundation on, which was very, very strange. I do this side first so we can see what the color difference is. But the finish, oh boy, this is beautiful on skin. This is very I kind of don't understand what's happening. This is one of the most beautiful foundations I've ever seen. And it was so easy application. It's even now, as you saw, that's all I did. It's even, no marks, no patches, no anything. Light to medium coverage. There is that fresh glow, but not that kind of oily glow. It's just luminous, as it said it would be. The shade is definitely off, but we knew that already. Let's go to this side. It's so beautiful. It's so easy to apply. And this shade actually, if I had a tan or if I would use self-tanner, this would be perfect for me. The undertone is really beautiful. It's really kind of natural warm. Okay, I'm going to use this Maybelline Eye Eraser Anti-Age. This is the shade Light. Usually this is too yellow on me. I think it will be... It's still yellow. Okay. And then I think on under I'm going to use this Rimmel lasting radiance. This is shade 010 Ivory. This also, if I remember right, is a bit darker and more yellow than what I usually use. Everything is looking so good with this foundation. I'm blown away. I'm really blown away. I want to try a little bit of this IsaDora. This is not new. I bought this a few months ago. This is very brightening product. So I'm just going to use it to these dark spots here. Alright, base is ready. I don't have powder from either of these brands, so I'm just going to use my Physicians Formula to set my nose, eyelids and a little bit powder my under eye area and cheeks because I'm trying blushes today. Alright, this next product I am scared about. IsaDora came out with new brow pencils, and I kind of thought that these would be kind of normal pencils, these kind of waxy things. And then I opened one of these, and the tip is interesting. As you can see, it is a this kind of pencil, not waxy kind of, it's liquidy kind of, and there is this kind of wing thing going on, and then when you kind of wipe it to your hand you can get these marks, and I already can tell that these are quite thick lines. I'm scared. I've never been scared about the pen. I don't know what to do with this. I just don't. Let's try from here, because if I mess up I can clean it up. This is not going well. I'm too scared because there's a lot of pigment. I'm too scared to kind of put enough pressure on it because I'm afraid I get too visible marks. I'm not liking this brow pencil. I don't. The shade is okay, and I think this is the type which will last for days. But it's just too gimmicky kind of. This side was much easier. I think that because it was so wet, this pencil, when I started using this, it was a bit difficult, but now that this tip is more dry, this is actually surprisingly nice. Then to the blushes. There is new blushes from both of these brands. I think I will go with the new ones from Clarins. There is different colors on top, and in some of these the colors seem to match this blush, but not in all. When you open this you get a brush, and then there is this film and the blush. When I first opened this, I wasn't sure that if I can use this, because, for example, this shade looks it looks just unusable on my skin. These are very hard pressed blushes. When I swatched these to my arm, I had quite a lot of problems with few shades. So we'll see what happens. For example, this one, it does swatch on finger quite well, but then on hand it kind of seems to disappear. But we'll see. I usually like this kind of formula which is buildable. So, yes. It is similar to the one which this NARS palette has as well. These are also the formula. The formula is really dry and hard pressed, but when you need to layer it up to your skin, but then it looks really beautiful, as does this one as well. These shades are very interesting. They are not the average blush shades you might expect to find from all the brands, which I actually like. There's surprises with these blushes, and at least this one, this is number 3 Cheeky Rose. This applies beautifully on skin. No problems with layering, no patchiness. This is matte blush and it applies really beautifully on skin. All the others seem to be matte, but this one, which is shade 5 Cheeky Boum, B-O-U-M. This has goldenish shimmer as well. So I'll take my highlighter brush and use this as a highlighter. This was one of the shades which was really difficult to swatch. I didn't get much to my skin. There is a little bit of shine. Definitely this is not a highlighter, this is a blush topper. It is beautiful, it's very beautiful. I have 2 new eyeshadow palettes from IsaDora and they look almost the same. I don't get this. This is more, just slightly more deeper and cooler probably. And this is more kind of softer, just slightly lighter. As there isn't matte shades, I'm going to use this Clarins. I like this winky eye. This Clarins palette, I just use this lighter shade, kind of transition kind of color. I'll take the kind of lighter palette. This is 21 Metropolitan. And I'll start with the darkest purple shade. Well, there is pigment. Okay. Okay. There is a lot of pigment. This is kind of a drugstore brand. It's not high-end. It is just a bit pricier than, for example, NYX and Maybelline, but nothing major. I think this palette is around 15 euros or so. I took way too much product to my brush, so I need to blend. This was from the lighter palette, just to remind you. So I'll take the red shade next from the kind of darker palette and place it to the middle of the eyelid. And then I'll take the lightest shade from the lighter palette, because the lightest shade on the other one has a silvery shimmer in it, and I don't want shimmer in this look. I'll show you the swatches here at the same time. These really are pigmented eyeshadows. It's really unbelievable. This IsaDora brand just keeps surprising me all the time. And then I'll just blend it, the red and light shade together with the red brush. I'll start with the kind of sand shade from the lighter palette, and this is my MAC 221S. And then I'll take the dark purple shade from the darker palette. I haven't tested this before. To a flat smudger brush and add it to the lash line. And then once again the lightest shade from the lighter palette. It has a little bit of champagne kind of sheen. I'll place it to the inner corner to give a little bit of light to my eye. Then there is new eyeliners from IsaDora as well. There is black and then there is black brown, which I'm very happy about because black is usually too dark for me and I'm always looking for great black brown eyeliner. I did swatch it to my hand a little bit just to see how soft it is, and it is quite soft and it's quite dark and pigmented, so I'm using it with this look. I used the same pencil on my waterline and I had no problems with it, so seems to be working in that area as well. I'll curl my lashes and use this Clarins for the Wonder Perfect Mascara. Then lips. IsaDora came out with 3 new lipstick shades. At first I planned that I would use this very deep, very purplish shade which is called Rendezvous from IsaDora. By the way, these packages have the magnetic closing, which is quite nice. But then I saw this shade. This is this one. This is shade number 2, Toasted Cocoa. And why I wanted to try this is that I'm always in search for a good nude for my skin tone. It is a great color, but I think we'll try this one. Let me take this off first. The shade is beautiful. It is matte, kind of satin, I would say, almost velvety kind of finish, so it will transfer. But it does look, and it does has this sheen, but it's not something that I feel that I'm going to be all over having it on my teeth and everywhere. So it feels like it's going to stay put there quite well. One thing I just have to do. I need to try this. I might ruin everything, but I feel like it. I have to. I'm going to be very light-handed. I promise. I'm not going to do anything catastrophic. I just feel like I need a bit more color. Now this look is so intense. This shade is very intense and pigmented, so if you have darker skin tone, this shade, Cheeky Purple number 4, might be a great one for you. But it works quite well on my fair skin as well, at least on these studio lights where usually the blush especially is the one that is really difficult to get to show. The amount of blush is actually in real life that heavy that I wouldn't wear this much if I go out. Even with this kind of makeup I would apply a little less, but at least on my monitor it looks quite okay, and I think I'll take few pictures of this look to my Instagram, so I guess it will look good in picture as well. But here we are. There wasn't any fails now that I think of. I love the foundation. I will run tomorrow and buy my shade. This is one of the most beautiful looking foundations I've ever seen. I actually don't even care if this lasts well on my skin for hours and hours, because it's enough that it lasts some hours. So when I want to have the special occasion or go out with effortless makeup and want my skin looking great, I can wear this because it's just unbelievably beautiful. I've been doing my makeup now for an hour and at least now I cannot see any changes. It looks beautiful on my skin. Other products, I'm very excited about these blushes. There is interesting shades and you can really build this up, so can't wait to test this. Eyebrow pencil, I'm not in love, but this brow was quite good, so maybe I need to test this again, maybe. Eyeliner pencil, I really like, color is beautiful, love this. All these eyeshadows are way more pigmented than I thought, so we'll use these again for sure. Really great ones. I really love how this makeup ended, and it's just so perfect for this season. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, if you have any requests, let me know. I'll be happy to do the videos you want to see. But now I wish you have a great day and see you next time. Bye bye.